The great shattering is upon us. Technology, once our servant, now threatens to consume everything.
Here, I want to do another video. This is a former CIA agent. He's going to talk a little bit about the technology that's used in the targeting program. Now, obviously, he's not going to talk about targeting, but when you listen to the interview and what he's saying, you can kind of conclude that he's talking about the targeting program.
The Directorate of Science and Technology, which is one of the 4 directorates at the CIA. When I was there, it was almost an afterthought. One of the things I learned early on at the agency, though, is that it is far cheaper and far easier to just buy something that's already been invented than it is to develop it from scratch. That was before 9/11. Post 9/11, money's not an issue at all. And so DARPA's doing it, NSA's doing it, CIA's doing it, and then they're, with InQtel, they're financing it in the public sector. I'm sorry, in the private sector.
InQtel is it's openly the CIA's venture capital firm, right?
Correct. Yeah.
And I want to say, they invested in Palantir,
Mm-hmm.
or
they gave Palantir their first, it was like $1.5 million to get off the ground. Very first investment. And now look at Palantir. Just this year, for the first time, they have more than $1 billion in revenue. So it's a success story.
All right, let me quickly hop in here and just say this about InQtel. InQtel, as he said, is the CIA's venture capital firm. And the goal of InQtel is, obviously they're behind the CIA, but the purpose is to kind of fund Palantir. Now, Palantir is a private firm that's being sort of funded as a private contractor through the government, through CIA, in order to develop software. This software is specifically designed to basically collect data. That's their whole purpose, is to collect data. And this data is not just a sort of physical data, but it's digital. Not only your whereabouts, what you do, what you buy, where you go, who you talk to, so on and so forth, but specifically they call biometric data. And that's data underneath the skin. Now, the reason why they're wanting this data and using this data is because they want to be able to use mathematical equations to predict outcome. They want to be able to predict what you and I are going to do ahead of time. You'll see how this applies to targeted individuals.
So Palantir does commercial stuff now too. It's not just DoD
right.
and government contracts.
No, it's a standalone, profitable tech company.
Right, so they're selling to civilians, so to speak. But I remember hearing when Palantir first came out that people at the agency didn't like it
At all.
and maybe they gave them a trial run or something, and they were like, "I don't want to use this."
Yeah.
Do they use it now, you think?
Yeah.
What is it? What would they use it for?
Oh, all kinds of stuff. Mostly, well, you know what? I probably shouldn't say.
Would it be along the lines of targeting?
Yes. You know, this metadata has to come from somewhere, right? So, like with Abu Zubaydah, and remember, Abu Zubaydah was 23 years ago, where we're just laying out papers on the ground and trying to connect the dots. It's way more sophisticated now. You can't get away now. You just can't get away. So, rather than have analysts poring over this stuff and you just hoping that your analysts are really, really smart, AI does it all.
So what he's talking about here is at one point CIA analysts would lay out points of data, information, in order to track down people, specifically foreign nationalists who came into the country and were a threat at one point in time, but now they're doing it to what they consider domestic individuals, domestic threats. And the way they're doing it is using AI together with biometrics or biodata or biosurveillance in order to basically use supercomputers to keep tabs on everyone and kind of cut out all of the footwork for analysts that, analysts would use in the past in order to track down people. They kind of want to just surveil everyone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
They do all of it. And it makes it much easier. That's why in the Obama administration, John Brennan had the Tuesday morning kill list meetings. Because the tech got sophisticated enough that you could just write up a list of people that you want to kill that week. And you dish out the assignments. The teams go out, they kill everybody that's on the list, and then they meet next Tuesday and get that kill list. And you just do it week after week. When the Vault 7 documents were released back in, 2017?
What are those?
There was a CIA computer engineer named Joshua Schulte, who swears that he's innocent, but is now serving a sentence of 40 years for espionage. He was allegedly a disgruntled engineer. He didn't like his boss. He didn't like his coworkers. They didn't like him. So he just downloaded the crown jewels of the Directorate of Science and Technology and sent it all to WikiLeaks in 2017. Google Vault 7 documents, Vault 7 revelations. It will knock your socks off. Thousands and thousands of pages. It makes what Chelsea Manning leaked look like, scrawl from a 6th grader.
Okay, here's where he gets into the technology that's used by the CIA. And if you'll notice, if you're a targeted individual, you'll notice the technology he's referring to is technology that we often complain about that they're using on targeted individuals.
So he revealed that the CIA has developed technologies to, for example, remotely take over your car by hacking into the chip, right? Why would the CIA want to take over your car? To make you drive off a bridge, maybe? To make you drive into a tree and kill yourself? To make you drive into an abutment and make sure that there's no way you can survive because they've got the thing going 140 miles an hour and you can't control it? They develop technology to reverse your smart TV, to make the speaker into a microphone with the TV still appearing to be off, so you don't know that it's broadcasting everything that's being said in your house to CIA headquarters. Couple what the CIA was trying to do in the 50s with MKUltra and its subcomponents compared to what it is technologically able to do today, and it is terrifying. Terrifying.
So you can see clearly and you can hear what he's referring to as technology that's used by the CIA, by the FBI, for the purpose of targeting certain individuals that they just basically deem as a threat. And that could be anyone, when you consider it in terms of domestic targeting or domestic surveillance. That could mean anyone. Now, I'm going to insert a video here from basketball player, Tennessee State basketball player Jordan Johnson. And I want you to listen to what he's saying, because what he is saying is exactly what this ex-CIA agent is telling us that the CIA has technology to do. So we know who's behind the targeting program. Now I'm going to go ahead and insert this video right now from Jordan Johnson.
This is my first vid. I had made a video before, but they took my own. This is solely about being gang stalked and being targeted. If you look it up about gang stalking, we are targeted by the FBI, the military, the CIA. We are being monitored 24/7. This is real life. Like, my name is Jordan Johnson. I played at Tennessee Tech, Division I basketball. You can look me up. I'm not no bro. This is my real life. So I'm getting my food poisoned all the time. Like, they on my body. That and the direct energy weapons. Look it up. They got your heart and fuck up your brain in real time. And you would think, who would want to do this? That is truly like malicious, and they can do it because they have the control. And I'm thinking that they've already compromised my family, like We'll give you, people keep bringing up $1 million in 10 years. That's the two phrases. Well, $1 million. They look like $1 million. Well, Jordan, 10 years. Bro, they don't mess up my heart, my brain, all of that shut me down. Like, bro, I'm really not for it, bro. But it's control. Everything that I'm going through is controlled. Like, they're monitoring everything. My phone is mirrored. They're going to see this. And me speaking this out right now, they play mind games. Like, tomorrow, my mom is going to be like, Jordan, you too loud. You need to stop talking about stuff. And my little sister be like, boy, shut up. Like, but y'all don't know how to, it's a mind thing. When you really being targeted, you understand that shit. You feel me? Like, when you a target, I could deal with the harassment. I could deal with the noise campaign. I could deal with the hating on me. I could deal with the slandering and them. I could deal with them breaking into my car, flattening my tires and all that. I don't care about that. But what they doing to me now, they are fighting my body with poison. Like, that's next level. You feel what I'm saying? When you being targeted, that's by like, I call that Illuminati, because they got the eyes on you, bro. And it's the military and all of that, bro. The police, it's everybody in cahoots. And I'm at the point, like, bro, nobody ever got hurt over me, bro. Like, nobody, you get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never steal no money from nobody. I be wondering, like, what was the main reason of why I'm on this list in the first place? But I'll probably never know, and I really don't care. Because I feel like, bro, at the end of the day, if they wanted to stop targeting my life and me move on my life, they could, bro. Like, I could just go ahead and go about my life. I done been betrayed by everybody. I don't have any friends. I used to be popular. I don't have no friends, bro. Like, you feel me? I used to be straight. I used to have a job, money in my pocket. I used to hoop, all that. They take all of that shit. Everything that you love, they take that shit from me, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm thinking to myself, like, there's a human being. Like, that's what people don't understand about gang stalking and being targeted. There's a human being orchestrating everything. So tomorrow, if I wanted to go to the YMCA and go to the sauna, everybody is going to talk about everything that correlates with my life. It sounds crazy, but it's true. They're going to be like, everybody getting their Mercedes-Benz car broken in. Everybody, man, they on Prospects 24/7. Man, everybody is cutting their hair. They used to have braids. Now everything about my life, people is saying it. You feel what I'm saying? But they can also do some next level shit, bro. And I'm like, bro, when you gang stalk, being targeted is really real. Even if you take God and the devil out of the equation, it's literally a human being saying, hey, we want to go do this and that and the third to another human being, bro.
Until next time, keep your eyes open. Tech is alive, and the truth is killer.
Yeah, system override. You're tuned into the killer news. Scanning the horizon, verdict red.